Okay, I know you have a producer in the house that worked on the album Praisn.
I sure
with
do.
you, and we would love to meet him.
Okay, without further ado, let's bring him up. I call him my partner in crime, my cohort, Mr. Dennis Doc Williams.
Mr. Williams, would you please come over? Give him this mic. Give him this one. This one.
You take this one first.
How are you?
How are you?
My goodness. Well, you work with some of the best people in the music industry, so why not continue to work with the best?
Well, I'm continuing to work with some of the best.
Some of the best in the business.
And hopefully we'll continue to do more as time goes on.
Absolutely.
And if the public hears the project, I'm sure that they'll agree that it's worth hearing.
Right.
And more should be forthcoming from Mr. Bell.
Okay. I would be remiss if I don't mention that you work with the OJs.
Yes,
How was it to work with Mr. Eddie Levert and all of the brothers from out of the Philadelphia International Sound?
It's been a great experience.
It's not your face.
I've been doing this with the OJ since '73, since Backstabbers and Love Train and For the Love of Money. It's been a wonderful experience. I mean, it's been beneficial to both sides. I got a chance to do some different musical ideas, and they had the talent to deliver it, so it makes it work.
Yes.
But enough of that. Let's go back to Just Praisn.
Just Praisn is what we're here about today.
I think this has the project has a lot of good material. It's diverse in the subject matter. It's diverse in the vocal approach.
Yes.
The different elements, whether it's the kids on Throwing Your Life Away or the choirs, or there's a message for everybody.
Right.
And you don't have to be, for lack of a better word, sanctified to enjoy it.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I think the project is something that'll be around for a while. I think once people hear it and it gets some exposure, I think there'll be more of a demand for more of it. And I enjoyed working on it. We spent several years on this. Several studios.
Okay.
There's been a few inception of the idea. Studio credits, files, everything.
You know, I can't find the masters to this. Then you have to think some thoughts.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go to that.
Yeah, right. There's a couple of masters that's floating around.
Okay.
But you know, just to piggyback on what you said, one of the initial concept for the record was to make a record that had something on it for everyone.
Absolutely.
You know, regardless of what your denomination was, regardless of whether you were a traditional gospel listener, whether you were a contemporary gospel listener, or whether you were young or old, that there would be something on the record, hopefully, that would appeal to you. So we tried to make a diverse record that would accomplish that. And general consensus is, I think we pulled it off. Well,
it takes a lot for me, because every gospel singer is not a singer. Because a lot of people think because they're praising God and singing about God that, okay, they're singing about God, so they're good singer. Everybody that sings gospel tunes don't make them necessarily a good singer, because we've been in the church and we heard Sister Hattie and Brother Paul.
That's what the pulpit is for. That's what the pulpit is for.
And then I've had some gospel, tracks came across my desk, and I said, oh, okay, that's Brother Paul and Sister Hattie. Okay, we have to listen to it.
A lot of the people singing gospel songs may not be great singers, but it's the message that
I was about to get to that. Right.
Now, also, then there's different categories of good singers. There are people who are just singing the songs, and those who sell the song, who put more into it. And I think, as you'll see, as you listen to it, as you see more today, you'll see that Mr. Bell is also selling the material, performing as opposed to just singing.
Well, I'm a very hard to please person with everything.
Really?
I'm very hard to please, very picky with everything.
As you should be.
I am, and when I listen to the CDs, all of the tracks, I play them in my little office studio. a couple of times, and I said, I cannot wait until I talk to him about the show. I called him with the blasting in the background. I says, listen, I says, no, I've worked with many, many artists and still do. Yes, he did sell it. He can, this is sold already.
It was an enjoyable project, and again, hopefully the public will like it.
They will.
And we'll get a chance to do more, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and have us back again.
Oh,
we had a lot of fun.
We
had a lot of fun.
I love
to get some songs in.
Let me just ask him one question too. You work with everybody, and you work with voices. I mean, good, great, legendary voices.
That's correct.
Do you sing also?
On occasion.
I just wanted to know. All I'm doing is because somebody's going to call me up and say, why didn't you ask him?
I can't wait to hear him answer this one.
You do sing
with them for a number of years. But you're right, I have worked with a lot of great singers. And hopefully time will prove that he will be considered one of the greats.
Yes.
Great, has boundaries. Time will dictate that, like history, for people's performance.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I need to ask one other question, because my other side of my head is saying the next album that you co-produce and write and all of this, would you sing on it with him? Do a duet?
Let me just okay. Before you say something, actually, there's some cuts on the record where I did all voices, did all the lead and background, except for the bass. And yours truly over here sang bass on at least 3 records.
All right.
I snuck a few parts
in there when he wasn't in the studio.
I did it while he was there.
While he was there, you took a chance. You said,